Hello, I'm Ali Langdon. Welcome to A Current Affair. It was once a quiet suburban street with kids happily and safely riding their bikes to each other's houses. But no more. It's been turned into a big rig highway that leads to a local farm. It got us thinking, what kind of farm needs this many trucks?
So you're being terrorised by these trucks all day?
Yes, terrorised 6 days a week.
It's really impacting people's lives.
Can I ask you what you're doing here?
So we got a farmer up the road who claims he's doing farming and he's running 300 plus trucks a day. So 300 up, 300 back, like just causing an absolute chaos on our road.
And that could be a huge understatement.
What's it like for people that live here?
It's distressing. We can't have our kids out in the street. My daughter and son want to ride their bike at the lake that we all have access to, but they can't.
Sunbury, Victoria, on the outskirts of Melbourne, what used to be a tranquil slice of suburbia. Now, 6 days a week, there's a constant conga line of big trucks snaking through this street and onto this patch of land where they queue up and dump their waste. There's no reprieve.
Not even 30 seconds and another one coming up right here.
And there's one behind.
One behind there as well.
The street splattered in sludge, cars a muddy mess. What exactly is being dumped up ahead and why? No one really knows. The man who's orchestrating it claims he's a humble farmer.
I work at an office at the front of my house and I constantly hear the trucks banging, crashing and everything else. I've even got a headset on and I can still feel the vibration coming from the trucks through like that.
I can barely hear you now.
To find out more, we tracked the trucks to this construction site where they picked up their loads of soil. Then they're transported through the street to this so-called farm. That's where we found Paul Atwell.
Hey Paul, it's Sam from A Current Affair. Can I ask you what you're doing here? What sort of farming are you doing, Paul?
Paul's no stranger to controversy. Fined $25,000 in 2018 after he failed to comply with an Environmental Protection Authority order to clean up piles of industrial waste that accumulated on another property he was occupying.
Well, I'm happy to have a chat with you, but will you have a chat with us? These residents don't want you here, Paul.
I'm very distressed about it. I think it's disgraceful that one person can get away with this.
Something the council did do is put car counting strips down on the road and they were sabotaged within a day.
We're not suggesting there's any evidence Paul was to blame.
Council has received 16 questions in relation to Riddle Road and Canterbury Avenue in Sunbury.
Hume City Mayor Jared Bell addressed the growing unrest at a council meeting on Monday night.
The response to these questions will now be read by James McNulty, the Acting Director of City Planning and Places. Thank you, James. The land occupier has advised that works are being undertaken on Riddle Road, which is generating the truck movements, are related to farming. If this was the case, it would be exempt from a planning permit requirement. We are concerned that the scale of activity goes beyond what would be expected for agricultural use, and we are actively pursuing this.
Council told us its hands are tied as it doesn't have power to simply ban the trucks. It has, though, launched a case at Victoria's Civil and Administrative Tribunal against Paul regarding separate properties, cold comfort to these residents.
We went to a council meeting on Monday and they basically gave us legal jargon to get around it. Honestly, the mental toll it's taking every time our house shakes from 7 a.m. till 5 p.m. is driving us mental.
We remain committed to working collaboratively with the community and relevant authorities to ensure appropriate action is taken to address community concerns.
I mean, council can be out at 6:59 a.m. taking photos of your car on a Saturday morning on the nature strip, but they won't be out doing anything else.
About this?
About this.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Yes.
Someone needs to help us because this is not right.
Wow, right? And you've got to be kidding us that council can't shut that down. That is rubbish. As we just heard from one of the locals there, they don't miss a chance to slug residents with a parking fine, but something as crazy as this, and their hands are tied. It is a joke. And Mr. Atwell, you haven't heard the last from us. We want to know what it is you're doing up there.